Okay, Living Lifers, I am actually doing a unboxing here of the Naturehike Dune 7.2 hot camping tent. Uh, like other reviewers have said, it's a kind of a taco shell action going to get it out of the bag. The bag is actually pretty nice, and everything was in the bag fairly easily. So here I am, just going along, not reading any instructions, which I probably should. I've seen so many videos of this bag, this tent, that I kind of feel like I know what it's like. Um, so unboxing it here, bag is nice, and it comes with the rainfly, or what I call the actual tent. It comes with three poles, and the poles are actually fairly large. So this is the first time, so I'm a little clumsy here, and it's going to take a little while, but it should be fairly easy to do going forward. I'm going to take it down to the park and check it out. I was a little leery of purchasing this tent, and hence I did say purchase. No one is sponsoring me on this, but the reason I was leery of purchasing it is the bottom. It doesn't have a bottom in it. It does come with an inner tent, and the inner tent has a bathtub bottom, but uh, this thing seems to be pretty well built. And I got it for hot tent camping, and I do use a fireplace or a wood stove or a tent fireplace, if you will, or I use a Mr. Buddy heater. I have a big one, and I have the regular size Mr. Buddy heater. I've been finding that the regular size one is just fine, especially with my sleep system. And here I go. These poles are pretty long, and unlike the massive, which is the same, it's made by Naturehike. Uh, it has a special way that the poles have to go. The bends go to the front door, but on this one, it's not like that. It's equal. So all the poles are the two poles. The long ones are the same. They have a little arch in the middle and two bends on a bend on each side. So it doesn't matter how you see. I'm trying to figure it out now. I'm like, hey, that looks the same, and they are. They are the same. So it's not like the massive. And like I said, this is the Dune 7.2. And I did turn off my sound. I'm gonna mic just voice over everything because it is super windy. You can see my tarp on the motorhome blowing in the wind. I got some pretty good wind gusts. You'll start seeing stuff trying to move around. Really was a poor day to do unboxing, and people are saying, "Why aren't you on the grass?" I wasn't on the grass because the grass was all wet, and my plan was just to basically see what this tent looked like erected, and then take it down and throw it back in the packaging box or container that it came in, and put it in my shop. So I wasn't really planning on using it yet. I was gonna run down to the park and just do like a dry run with it, which I will do. And it is raining quite a bit now. This is this winter and or fall, winter, well, fall back in Seattle, and so we do get quite a bit of rain. So this is going to be very very interesting, and it's also a good time to test out the tent, see how it does with the rain, because I plan on taking it into the mountains and do some hot tent camping. The poles go in fairly easy, and these are pretty large poles. The tent wanted to, go up as I was putting the poles in, so it's fairly easy to erect the tent. And I guess my next time I do it, it'll be a lot better. I've seen some ladies do it, and man, look at me walking. Whoa, I'm walking like an old man. I did celebrate my birthday in October, so I'm a Libra, but I guess I am getting old. I guess I have to accept it. I don't know. It's going to be hard to just accept it, but we'll see. So here we go. Putting this thing together. Oh, there's that wind. The wind is gusting. Yeah, it's pretty harsh. I should have probably picked another day to do this. But what I'm going to do is I'm just showing you the unboxing and me erecting the tent. And then I'm going to show you in real life how quickly I can put this up. And I'm actually going to use it. It's pretty cool. I think the sleeping area for this thing is going to be perfect size for my cot. I have a large XXL cot that I'm going to throw in there, and I have some stuff that goes with it. I'm not really a tent camper. I like that motorhome behind you. My wife and I, we like taking that out in the nice weather, spring and summer. Late fall, or early fall, I typically will winterize it and just get it set up. Winterize and just put it up for the winter, and then can't wait for spring to roll around. Get that bad boy uncovered and washed again and polished. Get it ready to go. But yeah, this tent is giving me fits right now, and you can see that. But it's okay. It really wasn't bad. If I wouldn't have had that wind, and I think I could have, even with wind, you might be able to stake it on one side to kind of help control it. But it's fairly light, and it's well made. I didn't see any loose strings at all. The inflatable tent that I have, oh my gosh, man, it's like they took a break as they were sewing, and then they came back and added more thread. There's all kinds of loose string, but this one isn't like that. It's very well made, and like I said, this is a Naturehike, and I'm not sponsored by Naturehike at all. As you see the height of this thing as I put it up, I'm 6'1", and this tent is supposedly 6 foot, something like that, in height. I just kind of got tired of being in a tent where you gotta, I see these people taking these hot tents into the woods and camping in them, but man, these dang tents you got to be a hobbit. And if you're a short person, no offense, but it's just something about me crawling around. I'm getting old, man. I can't be crawling around my knees like that, and especially being in snow and ice and mud. That's not my idea of fun. Here I am. I got the third pole I'm going to put on. I did see a Japanese lady putting this tent together, and she did that third pole first. And I see why she did it, because she's short. And it looked like it went on fairly easy. When I put this third pole on, which I'll be doing here shortly, you'll see that it's a little rough to get that pole up. Get it up and over. I'm gonna move the tent so I get out the wind a little bit. And then you'll see me trying to put that third pole on. This thing is pretty cool though. That this opens up, and I do have awning pegs or poles for it. This thing actually makes an awning, so you can open that up, and it has a no-seam mesh net on the inside of it. You can tuck that up, and here I'm just going to roll everything up. And I know I'm rolling this up wrong because the bottom is wider than the top, so it's going to hang over the side. So that's not the point. The point is just me getting through this in a timely manner. And what you would do is you would fold the bottoms over and then roll it up, and then you don't have that stuff hanging over. But that's not the point that I was trying to get to here. And I'm just wanting to get in this tent, check it out. And it's pretty cool. It actually is. I'm standing up in the tent. I'm not bending over, hunched over. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to get in one of those small hot tents where I gotta lay on the ground or walk on my knees. The Locomotive and all the other brands. Stove Hut 70. That's not what I'm trying to do. I don't want to do that. And it has like a reflective, almost like a mylar reflective piece on it on the inside. I don't know if that's really going to reflect your heat back to you. And then there is that pole I was talking about right there. That one right there. I think I would put that one on first, like the lady did, because it looked easy to do. It wasn't that hard to do that way. Everything snaps together. It has structure. But like I said, the wind is gusting right now, so it just wants to take off. There it is. It wants to go. gusting in the wind. So I I think, like I said before, if it's windy at all, I'm gonna peg one side down, and then I'll be able to erect it fairly easily and quickly. Like I said, I'm not sponsored for this. I just wanted to take this out, hot tent camping. I'm trying to just stay active in the winter. I don't, my wife and I we typically hibernate in the winter, but I don't want to do that because, that's how you put on a little of that gut. I'm trying to keep it sexy and keep the gut off, and also just stay active. I'll probably connect with some people that do hot tent camp. A buddy of mine wants to take me out and literally backpack into the frozen tundra. I say tundra, but the mountains. And our sleep system is what's going to keep us warm and keep us safe at night. Man, that sounds dangerous and like a lot of work. We're talking about no heaters. We're just relying on our sleep systems and carrying everything in our backpack. So this thing has basically like 4 big doors. You got that main awning in the front, and you got the 2 side doors that I just unzipped. You can get in that way, and those totally fold all the way back. I didn't do it on this because I didn't want to share that part yet. But in the back is similar. It's like an awning in the back as well. If you want, you can open that up. But that area is also where the inner tent goes, and I'll be putting that up later. In this video, I didn't really show that, but I just opened up the vents, and the vents have a little clip that goes up and holds them up. So ventilation in this thing is going to be really nice. If you are going to hot tent camp, though, remember, if you're using a heat source, please, please, please use a CO detector. And here we go. Pretty much done with the tent, setting it up. And now on the ground, you see that is the inner tent. And that thing, the brown part is the bathtub of the inner tent. You can actually, once you set that up, as long as it's not wet, you can leave it in the tent, set up in the tent. And when you roll the tent up, when you fold it up, when you're done with it, make sure everything's dry. You can leave it attached. You don't have to detach it, once you get it set up. Now, if you're in a frozen tundra and you want to have multiple people in this tent, you may want to take that out. And then also the snow, you will put on the snow flaps on the side, and that'll keep wind from gusting or blowing under it. But it's just going to be me. Maybe I can coerce Leva